Happy Wednesday, Ken.
Happy Wednesday. Are we starting early?
We are starting early. I think we started early last time. That's like 2 weeks in a row.
Man, we're getting good at this thing
All right, look, we even beat our viewers. So here we go. See you in a
for
few.
one.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10. I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.
Hey, hey, Mike, what do you see? A falcon that inflates for free. Hey, hey, Ken, what's the drill? Blue milk sipping gives me a thrill. The inflatable falcon takes the flight. George Lucas dreams in the starry night. Costume shop, we're dressed to play. Let's blast off into the fray. Left, right, left, we're marching through. Cosplay helmets and a saber or two. Hey, hey, Mike, what's the plan? To nerd out harder than anyone can. The inflatable falcon takes the flight. George Lucas dreams in the starry night. Costume shop, we're dressed to play. Let's blast off into the fray. So grab your gear and join the crew. Mike and Ken got a show for you. Laughs and stars and a galaxy far. The Falcon's ready, let's raise the bar. Hey! 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 Hey, hey, Mike, what do you see? A falcon that inflates for free. Hey, hey, Ken, what's the drill? Blue milk sipping gives me a thrill. The inflatable falcon takes the flight. George Lucas dreams in the starry night. Costume shop, we're dressed to play. Let's blast off into the fray. Hey! Hey! Left, right, left, we're marching through. Cosplay helmets and a saber or two. Hey, hey, Mike, what's the plan? To nerd out harder than anyone can. The inflatable falcon takes the flight. George Lucas dreams in the starry night. Costume shop, we're dressed to play. Let's blast off into the fray. So grab your gear and join the crew. Mike and Ken got a show for you. Laughs and stars in a galaxy.
Well, Spartan got us already.
Nice.
Right there.
I love how we end up. Mike and Ken got a show for you, and tonight I think is going to be the epitome of that.
Yes, yes. Well, this is the calm before the storm of May, right?
Yes. It's
So
this is gonna. I think this might be the wackiest May I've had in quite some time.
yeah, it's there's a lot going on. So here, before we start, where can people find you, Ken?
So Wednesday nights, I'm hanging out with you on the Inflatable Falcon. I got my own little show called The Rambling Star Wars Fan. Once a month or so, Todd and I put together a show called Bounty Hunting Across the Galaxy with Todd and Ken. And every so often, I get invited to sit around the Dejeric table with the guys from Bantha Milk Podcast. In fact, I'm doing a special guest spot on Bantha Milk Podcast later tonight, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I
Yeah.
know you do a whole bunch of podcasts too.
Well, I helped Zoe with Star Wars Geek Girl, and I think she just had a new one out this week. I think they're running a week behind on the mall stuff. And then I do the 501st cast, which we have one coming out May the 5th.
So
the
Tuesday.
501st on the 5th. So, which works out normally, but I guess we probably should have just bumped it and made it May the 1st this month, just because of all the happenings and goings on. But you know, so we have that one coming out. We just it's actually not finished editing, so I'll probably be loading it up in the next couple days to come out on the 5th.
At 11:38 a.m.
11:38 a.m. So 11:38. Yes. So if you know, you know, and if not, just it's 11:38. So
Almost noon.
yeah. So Ken, costuming. Have you worked on any costumes since we last talked?
As a matter of fact, yes, I have. Um, so I decided with my gauntlets that instead of using piano hinges, I'm
Yes.
going to use elastic.
Ah.
And then there's these little grooves on the inside
Yeah.
on both halves. I managed to find these thin magnets
Oh,
that are
nice.
just the right size to fit inside the gauntlets.
Nice.
My concern is I don't know if they're going to be strong enough to keep them closed while I'm wearing it or wearing them, rather. But we'll
Yeah.
see how it works out.
Well, yeah. Well, that's good. I worked on some Mando gauntlets, and I had highfalutin plans for what I was going to do, and then it slowly devolved into uh some other things. But I think I discovered a pretty decent hinge.
Oh, really?
Um I took you can buy rolls of this foam at Harbor Freight or uh Lowe's, the stuff you put in the bottom of your toolboxes.
Okay.
It's like a cuttable rubber mat, real thin,
Yep.
like, probably I would say less, probably 3 millimeters thick or less.
Okay.
I took that and glued it on the inside of one and that's the hinge. That rubber
Okay.
part is the hinge. And then for the open side, I put soft Velcro on both and then just took a wide strip of regular Velcro and stuck that on the other side. So
Okay.
you just put it on and push up. I did use that was for the one set but I did use these for the other set. For the Mando ones, these worked pretty well. So this
Okay.
is just these glue in and then you just pull this pin out and it opens your gauntlet. We'll see how they work. I don't there I think the elastic sounds like almost a better idea. Uh but
Yeah, I
but
was
yeah.
almost wondering if I should do elastic on both sides, because I just needed to open up a small bit for me to get my arm into. I don't need it to open,
Yeah.
all the way up. Just as
Well,
long
see,
as the gap is open large enough for me to fit my arm in.
yeah. Yeah, I have a set of Boba Fett gauntlets that I got from I think Galactic Armory when they first opened up years ago, and they're one piece.
Oh wow.
Because I was thinking of, man, I wonder if I could put something that I pump up and they just seal it, get tight around my arm.
Like
Like
a
those
blood
little,
pressure
li-
cuff?
huh?
Like a blood pressure cuff?
Yeah, yeah, just then it's there. I was thinking of those little things they stick in your windows if you lock your keys in. They're those little, just put one on each side, and
Pillows almost.
you know. But
That's funny.
yeah,
You need to figure out how to keep it blown up the whole time.
that's true. Yeah, but I got my 5 suits of Mando armor. I would say it's 99% done. Like, depending on either how early we're done tonight, I'll finish them up tonight, or I'll just finish them. I might take some of the pieces into school and finish over my lunch.
Okay.
But yeah, I would never recommend doing 5 suits of Mandalorian armor, even though it was like cut down armor. I would never recommend doing that ever again. Um, but so we both were building armor.
Well, and prepping for the days that are right around the corner. I think this is the first episode where we'll be talking about public appearances in such a large quantity.
Yes, yes. So okay, so let's see. Saturday, May the 2nd,
Yep.
we will be. I mean, who's this say? Hey, oh, what's WIP?
Work in progress.
Oh, work in progress. Yes, yes. Well, my work is going to be
That's a Mando term.
my work in progress is going to be worn on Friday, and then the kids can take it home and do whatever they want on Monday. So
That's very cool.
yeah,
I'm sure they're super excited.
they are some more than others. Some, but yeah, it's 5 costumes for literally less than 5 minutes of screen time for the morning announcements. So
Yeah, but it'll be one of those memories that lasts for at least a month.
yeah, yeah.
And you have video footage of it, so that'll last forever.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so we have Saturday, we have Galactic Empire. You, myself, Marcus, Spartan, Andy, my cousin Craig. Did I get all 6?
Is there Devin?
Yeah, Devin is Spartan, I believe.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that,
Yeah.
Devin.
So we're all going to Galactic Empire at the Black Box in Lidditz. Is it Mickey's Black Box? I want to call it the right name.
Mickey's Black Box.
Mickey's Black Box. But we're going to go see they're having a mini con there, and then we're having the concert. So if you haven't seen Galactic Empire live, I would highly recommend if you can. It's a nice venue too, because there's really there's no bad place to be in there, because you can either be down on the floor, up on the sides,
Yeah, there's two balconies, right?
Yeah, 2 balconies. Well, there's 3. It's like a big U. Like there's those are the paid seats right in the front.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we're going to be
the stadium seats, right? On that
yeah,
one
we're going to be there. We'll be suited up by 5, so if you see a sand trooper, that's me, and if you see a chrome mando, if you see any mandos, it's either Spartan or Ken. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be so fun just getting together.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Having this kind of fun.
Yeah.
Also knowing that Star Wars Day is right around the corner.
I am counting on the Mandos and my cousin to take pictures, because I don't have any pockets. So
okay.
I'm counting on all of you guys to take photographic.
I'll even wear fingerless gloves that night, so that way I don't have to worry about having to do the passcode on my phone all the time or facial recognition.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the kickoff of you and I's festivities. I thought I was going to have a troop Saturday, but with this concert, I hate to bail on my troops, but we're going to do that. Now, we should say that we're not there representing any costuming group.
No, we're just there in costume.
We're just taking our costumes, but we're not there as a costume group. I just don't want someone to get confused, and then I have to hear from the powers that be. So I don't think we would, but yeah, we're just going as plain old people in costume. So hopefully we'll get to see a bunch of people, and then there is free comic book day Saturday too. If anyone is near a comic book store and you want to get your free comic book day, free comic. I don't think there's any Star Wars comics.
Okay.
And Marvel doesn't take part in free comic book day. They do something different, but it happens on the same day as free comic book day.
But it's not called free comic book day.
Yeah, it's not. It's they call it something different. I don't know why. So it's still just it's one of those things like when you change your name, but you change it and people are just going to call it the old name. It's going to be called free. I forget what they call it, but it's not free comic book day. Here I gotta look it up. I gotta look up what more, because it's one of those names that like, yeah, that's probably not going to stick. Let me see.
I like Todd's term for our event: not sponsored or affiliated.
Right. Yeah, what does Marvel call it? Marvel calls it
Enjoy comic book day.
It doesn't. They call it Comics Giveaway Day. They rebranded it. They rebranded it. Yeah. So.
It's because it's so wildly different than free comic book day. It's comic giveaway day. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who I'm angrier at. Whoever came up with that name, or the people that said, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that."
It's not sugar-free soda. It's No
No
sugar soda.
sugar.
Yeah, it's no sugar soda.
Well, I think Free Comic Book Day is like sponsored. If I remember the origins of Free Comic Book Day, I think it started with Diamond Distributing or something
Okay.
like that. And then when Diamond Distributing went out of business and all, then I think they just kept the name because it's a good
Okay.
name. And then Marvel's just trying to do their own. So, Marvel was in the 90s when I had my store. Marvel broke away from Diamond for a while and started their own distributor, and that was a big nightmare. So,
Goodness.
you know, but yeah, so it's Free Comic Book Day Saturday. I don't have anything going on Sunday. I don't know about you, Ken. I'll probably just be recuperating from Saturday.
Yeah, I'm recuperating from Saturday and also preparing for um the following week because on Monday I have to work the whole day and half of it from noon until 4:30. I'm facilitating our welcome to it's like an orientation class, and
Right.
I'm going dressed as Kylo Ren,
Nice.
but I'll be Kylo Ken.
Kylo Ken. Oh, that's a good one.
Um, so I'll be doing that, and then as the stars aligned, Heather and I managed to get 2 tickets to Cherry Hill number 24. I think it's an AMC theater where we're going to be able to see 25 extra minutes of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Right.
Because you're going to do that King of Prussia, right?
Yes, I'm doing a King of Prussia. And you know what? I just thought of something. Let me see if I it's at what time is that? Is it at 6?
6.
6 o'clock. Yes. Yeah. So I don't have my tickets. I have that email they sent me that says just show them this email. So
Well, I didn't even get that email yet. They just said
check
the
your spam. Mine was in my spam.
Okay, because I got a message saying that we will send you another email closer.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
event.
yeah. That's the one I got, but I didn't get the next email yet. So
Yeah, we're supposed to get the next one,
yeah,
but I'll check my spam.
but I didn't get mine yet either. So, and I moved it out of my spam. So yeah, we're going to get to see. So I wonder if it's going to be like when we saw in Celebration, they showed like 10 or 15 minutes of Mando. Now they showed you shots without Grogu in it. But I wonder if it's going to be if it's going to be linear, like it's just a part of the movie, or is it going to be? I imagine it's just going to be a scene, like a whole sequence.
Yeah, because I can't imagine that they would show us like broken up bits.
Yeah, my guess
We
is it'll
got
probably
Rob in
just
the
be.
chat too from Bantam Milk Podcast.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be. Now you made me check my my Fandango just to make sure I didn't get that email, and I did not.
Yeah, and I didn't get anything in my Fandango account about these tickets.
Yeah.
And then later in the month, Heather and I got tickets on the 21st of May to see a 7 p.m. showing of Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh,
And on
how much earlier is that?
it's opening night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our theaters, I don't know how this happens or why this happens, but whenever a movie comes out on a Friday, we can get tickets for it on Thursday.
Yeah, that happens around here too. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, is it? Yeah, that seems always weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. And so we got, and they're actually playing a showing of it at 1 in the afternoon on a Thursday.
Mm.
We got the 7 p.m. show, tickets for that. And then that Friday, I'm going to be at that same theater for the 7 p.m. show and the 9 p.m. show, dressed in costume.
Nice.
On Saturday, I'm going to a drive-in theater in Pennsylvania with Todd and a couple other Mandos. I don't know if did you find that on the Carita?
I did not see it on the Carita boards yet, but I haven't checked them in a day. So you know.
So we'll be going to a drive-in theater in Pennsylvania, Shankweiler's, I think it's called.
That might be the one I went to. Is it like have two different theaters?
I'm not sure.
No.
I've never been.
Um, that's the one I did solo at. Oh man, I can highly recommend. Just man, Troopa driving is really cool.
Yeah, so there's that on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I'm gonna be at the 1 o'clock show, the 4 o'clock show, the 7 o'clock show, and the 9 o'clock show for the Mandalorian and Grogu in costume.
Nice.
Um, and then we've still got to figure out what we're doing for Fan Expo, 'cause I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
heard
at the
anything
end of
back
May.
from them, and I did submit us a panel for Geekdom Con.
Where is that? Is that at Oaks?
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta check
I've
that
done
out.
I did a panel with Zoe there. It's not the best place to do panels because they just put up cloth things. There's no you're in that one big room. So depending
Okay,
on what's happening at the time, you're talking over you could be talking over anything, you know.
okay.
So but um
When's Geekdom Con? Is that June or July?
that's May. It's the end of
Oh, it's
May.
May.
Last
Wow.
weekend of May or something like that.
Oh, because last weekend it May's Fan Expo.
No, it's not the same weekend as Fan Expo. It's either a weekend before or a weekend after. Now that I think
Okay,
about it,
okay.
yeah, Fan Expo is always fun. Um, but yeah, I haven't heard back from them either. So, and then we also have May the 6th
What's May the 6th?
celebration tickets.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So
4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. West Coast time.
it's 3 p.m.
Is it 3 p.m.? Okay.
No, it's 4. Let's tell everyone it's 4. It's 4.
Yeah, yeah, it's 4 p.m. on Friday.
Yeah, two for just. Well, I remember when I got my first tickets for Orlando. I was like a week out and I still got the tickets I wanted for the one Orlando.
Which Orlando though?
The last Orlando they were at.
Okay.
And Chicago, I want to say Chicago filled up pretty quick. Chicago didn't
Yeah, because we ended up only getting a day in
yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago I was 2 hours late and I had to buy separate all day passes for everybody. So
They haven't opened up the panel proposals for Celebration yet, have they?
not yet. But I have I have a thought for a panel for Celebration.
Okay.
The live golden tauntauns.
Possibly. Yeah.
That's but because I'm going to submit for the 501st, which I think they're getting us a spot on the floor for the 501st cast, possibly. But I got to submit panel for the 501st cast as well. So, and then Zoe has to submit for Star Wars Geek Girl. So we shall see about that. And we have to submit for the Inflatable Falcon.
I think I twisted Todd's arm into submitting a panel with me for Bounty Hunting Across the Galaxy.
I wonder if we should reach out to Magic Jump
Magic Jump?
because it's right there, like it's in their backyard. Like that we should probably talk to them about the Inflatable Falcon there.
I'm surprised that Magic Jump doesn't get into the pool inflatable business. Meaning, when I say pool inflatables, I mean like the donuts and those kinds.
Yeah, but if you see their warehouse and what they, because they make them all there,
Yeah.
that just seems like it's probably, since you're making it right there, it's probably not worth the time. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Depending on what they're making. I mean,
Yeah, it looked
I'm
like they
fine
were
with-
pretty busy with the big stuff, you know. But yeah, we got to talk to those guys. But yeah, so it looks like May is like, you know, super busy in that regard. But yeah, that's what we got. Now I'm not caught up on Maul. I'm one episode behind.
So you've only watched up to episode 7?
I only watched up, until when the 11th brother showed up. That episode.
Okay, so let's hold off on Maul for a little bit, and we'll
Yeah.
stick with the Mando talk because Super Bowl they had that little brief trailer,
Yeah.
and that was it. And then shortly after they had another trailer. But when you look at the news media now and social media and all the marketing stuff that's coming out, it's it is bonkers with the
Yeah.
things that are out there now for Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, John Favreau was on one of the late night talk shows the other day, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen interviews with Pedro Pascal, Sigourney Weaver, and Grogu.
Yeah. Well, and I see like my marketing is I see kids walking into school every day because I have hallway duty. So I see them when they come around the corner, and I'm starting to see Mandu Grogu t-shirts, Mandu Grogu backpacks,
Okay.
like coming through. And this is middle school kids. These aren't like elementary kids. These are kids that like pick what they wear. It's not like mom and dad bought it for them and they have to.
Yeah.
So
This might be the first movie in a while that the kids will be able to see as a fresh movie
yeah,
in the
yeah,
theaters, which is, I think, another one of the reasons why this movie is so exciting.
yeah,
It'll be one of those. My first Star Wars movie was Mandalorian and Grogu,
yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That'd
2022.
be a good one to start with, you know. So
I mean, they have kids meals at Burger King now.
yeah,
Adult meals at Burger King come out May 4th. They're gonna have Nilla wafers for Grogu, like the blue Nilla wafers.
yeah, yeah,
Plus a bunch of toys have already been released, and a
yeah.
plethora of different popcorn buckets.
Yeah, the popcorn buckets I mean, I saw your popcorn buckets you got at Walmart. I mean, it's
I
funny
saw,
that
I saw it, but I didn't buy it.
oh, okay. It goes back to what you and I were discussing months ago. Like you take the most expensive treat that people complain about, and then you make it even more expensive with buckets. And now they made it that you can buy a bucket at another store and bring it to the movie theater.
Well, I didn't know this when the advertising was out. I found out when I had the bucket in my hand. Guess how much that bucket was, by the way?
I 24?
No, no. Well, maybe because the cost of the thing is 45. However, with that $45 investment, you also get one ticket to go see a movie. So you're getting a gift certificate to Fandango so you
No,
can
okay.
watch a movie. So maybe the popcorn bucket by itself is $20 or $30, and then
Right.
$15 of that goes towards a movie ticket.
Now could this lead to how it says no outside food? Are we soon going to see no outside popcorn buckets?
I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause that would be really hard because even the theaters themselves, they're selling multiples of popcorn buckets.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I saw Project Hail Mary popcorn buckets, and there's Tron buckets, and there's gonna be Mortal Kombat buckets. Are you telling me that if I'm in line to see Star Wars and I buy a Mortal Kombat popcorn bucket, I can't fill it up and watch Mandalorian and Grogu in it? Or I can't bring it in with me? I don't know. As long as it's not filled with popcorn before I come in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be cool. I don't want to watch anymore, and I've started turning off podcasts that are even discussing Mando Grogu because I don't want to be accidentally spoiled just by sheer luck. I don't want something like rolling around in my head that I heard from somebody that they might have not even known they spoiled it for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you're gonna have, yourself to blame for that after next week because you're gonna
Oh,
see
I know.
25 minutes before the rest of the movie.
Well, I don't mind that because that's coming from them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's like, I'm excited about that. Um,
And I'm excited about the free mini poster that they
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I need like a mini poster book. I need a book that holds that size poster because
Well,
I have so many of those.
get the kind of books that the artists use at the conventions.
Oh
So the
yeah,
portfolio books.
yeah,
That's what I have. I just picked it up maybe 3 or 4 months ago because I've run out of walls for all my art, and I've put a lot of the pieces I have in there. And I think they're big. The sleeves are big enough to have two 11 by 17 side by side.
yeah. Okay, I'll have to check
So
it
you
out.
can fit a bunch of them in there.
Yeah. All right, we have to go to mall because I see we have some Darth Talon. Now again, I haven't seen the latest episode. I just saw the first of the latest two.
Okay.
And Paul asks if we think Darth Talon. What do you think? I'm going to think, me personally, I think Darth Talon is one of those characters that I don't know if we'll ever see the full iteration of Darth Talon on screen.
Yeah, I don't think we will see the full, especially considering the timeline in which the original Darth Talon existed. I know this
Right.
is Legends because she was part of the Star Wars comic Legacy, um, when Dark Horse had the uh, Star Wars comic license, and she was a Twi'lek that was a member of the Sith.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know if we'll see that version of Darth Talon, either in animated form or live action form. Devin could ultimately become her, but I don't think we'll see that full on story because that comic legend or that comic book series Legacy took place many, 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 many years after Luke Skywalker. I think it was Luke Skywalker's grandson or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll ever see Darth Talon, but
I,
I definitely see this character, this Twilight Devon, dabbling or considering, um, going to the dark side.
I don't see her going to the dark side. I see
Really? Okay.
I see her being the I see her being the triumphant winner in this story, if possible.
Okay.
Uh, just I just feel that's my opinion.
Okay.
Because we already have villain. We have a villain already. We have multiple villains, and we need that good character. And I almost see an image. I almost see a Darth Maul and her is an Anakin and an Ahsoka. Like I see them almost parallel to the original Clone Wars to me.
So do you see Devon becoming Maul's apprentice, but not becoming
No,
Darth Talon?
but I see like it's almost like it's an opposite in the sense that you had Anakin who didn't really want a Padawan, Ahsoka who wanted to be a Padawan. Now you have the Sith Lord who wants a Padawan and a Padawan that doesn't want to be his Padawan. And I just feel like it's going to be that I think she's going to come out the other side as a better person. That's what I
Okay.
see.
Okay.
Because we know what happens to Darth Maul. We know
Yeah.
what happens to the 10th brother. We know what happens to the Malik. We know like all their stories. We already know where their stories all go.
Well, we know where their stories end,
Right.
but we don't know between here and there. And I
Yeah.
think that's where there's
I'm
still a
hoping
lot of room.
I'm hoping she's who helps strand him on Malachor.
Okay.
That's my upbeat prediction.
Okay.
So
It's definitely possible. I mean, that's one of I think the cool things about this era of Star Wars, even though people say that they're, tired of Clone Wars, they're tired of Skywalkers and all of that kind of stuff. There's still a lot of room, for stories in this time period.
right. Oh, when you see those gunships, it's hard to say you're ever tired. You're ever tired of Star Wars when I see those clone gunships flying around.
Yeah, yeah, and then those ones aren't even the clone versions of those are
Yeah.
the modified Imperial versions of them.
Yeah. I do like the Imperial transition armor too, that Macquarie esque stormtrooper armor. It looks like they look grumpier than the TKs.
Yes,
Yeah, they
and
look
I think that even though the armor is the same, um, I don't think all of their mannerisms are the same, so they're
right.
not all as consistent as the clones. But the one thing I will say that I've been really surprised by is just the sheer volume of stormtroopers that we've seen. Is like there's this
Yeah.
never-ending sea of them. They're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, carpenter ants or whatever.
Yeah.
You lift up one rock and there's just hundreds of them there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I have to get caught up. I just like I said, I've been painting in the garage, so every waking minute after school. So I haven't sat down and watched. I just sat and watched one today when I was cooking. So
Yeah, and this is like some of the other shows that we've seen. You have to watch it. You have to
yeah,
pay attention to it
yeah.
to
So
really, really understand it and appreciate it.
and you
Because
know what I
part
just
of the
remembered? I have to give you your Captain Rex helmet when I see you.
Yeah.
I have that Rex helmet in the garage. I gotta make a mental note and put that in my tote.
Yeah.
So,
Are you
well, yeah,
bringing
we should
your
have.
360 camera with you this weekend?
I was thinking about. I was trying that wouldn't be a bad idea. Um, that would actually look really cool over there. That's not a. I got to charge my lightsaber and my 360 cam. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think I might bring my heavy blaster as my sand trooper because I don't have a holster on my sand trooper.
Okay.
So my E11s get too heavy carrying around with the long blaster. I can stand it on the ground. So
Yeah, I'm not bringing any extra props like that.
yeah, I'm trying to keep mine light.
Yeah.
I'm just going to need someone to help me suit up because I still can't get that Sandy on by myself. I can
Yeah, we
get it
can.
on, but the pauldron and the all that stuff is just that's too.
That's buckled in, right?
Yeah, it's snapped in, and then there's the ammo pack. I haven't found a really good way to secure that how I like it. So that's more of a once I'm in, someone can slap it on my shoulder. So,
Yeah, we can definitely help with that.
but he was like 5 hours in the car. I was like, man, we were like 10 hours when we were filming that movie. So, I did get my last Star Wars Insider today.
Oh, really? That means I got to get over to the bookstore and see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Before it's sold out.
Well, we probably got 2 weeks or so. It was good. I mean, it was weird because half of it felt like a final episode issue. Like if you were just reading it, certain things were like, oh yes, this is sad final. But if you opened some pages, it was just like, here's what's coming out next month. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's that's a whole nother thing that we could probably talk about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because
that's it.
there's been so many cool things in Star Wars Insiders throughout the
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I will not be surprised though if someone comes up with a Star Wars Insider replacement, like a paper. Because the other thing I've noticed is we have a weird generation right now that has one foot in everything digital and one foot in like they're going back to malls. They're liking like old fashioned kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so it is we're in a weird spot right now.
Yeah, I think though with the old timey stuff though, the old timey stuff is more entertainment than it is information. So when I say that it's DVDs and vinyl records, and I don't know if magazines fall into that same kind of entertainment category.
Right, but there are tons of kids. I say kids. I'm talking like 15 to 25-year-olds that there are conventions out there just for calendars, like handmade paper calendars that they run their lives on. When you and I look at our phone and we're like, you can put everything in here with reminders, and these guys are making paper calendars like what we had 30 years ago. And
Yeah.
so yeah, you don't know what's going to happen, with paper media, because if someone would have told me 10 years ago that people were still buying albums, I'd be like, what? You know,
Yeah.
and so it's you don't know, you don't. And then I think the digital media and the other media, I think that comes back to people want to make sure they have it. It's like so who knows where it's going. So
Well, I mean, even some of the high end, not high end, but the greater known media outlets even have subscription services. So,
yeah,
so even like CNN.com, you can only read so many free articles, and then there are others that are behind a paywall.
yeah,
So are they
yeah,
gonna? Is there the possibility, like they've done with comics and made those electronic, and you can get a subscription to those?
yeah,
Could Star Wars Insider be like that? And one of the cool things, if they went that route, in addition to the stories, the printed stories, the written stories, you could also pepper it in with, video in, clips and stuff like that. I remember one of the versions of the J.W. Rinsler books. I can't remember if it was The Making of a New Hope, or one of those early ones, there was an iPad version of it, like a deluxe version of it, a
Yeah.
deluxe digital version of it that had audio clips and video clips and things like that, in the book. So who knows?
Yeah.
But I am hoping that there is a replacement for it, because Star Wars
Yeah.
Insider was very, very special that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say some planners and calendars and all that stuff are kind of big. And yeah, so we can sit and predict what's going to happen, and then we'll be surprised 10 years from now that we're reading X, Y, or Z, with
Yeah,
our Star Wars stuff. So, because there was many times with Star Wars Insider, like it became so, like, you just were so used to it. I remember there were some issues I never read because I subscribed and it'd sit on my desk, and I'd be like, oh crap, I didn't read it. It's just been sitting here, you know,
yeah,
and it was like a treat. So who knows? I probably subscribed 90% of the time for the last 20 years. And there was sometimes I'd let my subscription lapse and I just forget, but um,
yeah. I've been off and on with it over the last few years, and then every once in a while they have the special thing. If you get the year subscription, this time you get a poster or you get a
yeah, or
flash
a
book,
book or something like that. Yeah.
one of those things to kind of entice you to come back.
Yeah. Well, I know we have to make this short because I know you got to go podcast some more.
Yes.
So
Well,
just
actually, before we do any of that,
yeah.
I think it's time for a commercial break.
Oh yeah, we got to do we'll do this because the creator of our nice, beautiful commercials he will also be um whoops, I just clicked on graphics twice and messed it up. But yes, we do have our official commercial of the Inflatable Falcon. If you're on audio, I'm sorry, just picture a whole bunch of cool t-shirts.
And I think this weekend we need to make a special effort to get little video interviews with Marcus, with
Yeah, yeah.
Slender Spartan, and everyone there, and get some more clips of
Some
us and
bumpers.
or photos of us.
At least some bumpers.
Yes.
So, but
This is
thank you.
Tom Funky, and you're listening to the Inflatable Falcon.
Yeah. But thank you everyone for listening tonight, and have a wonderful holiday weekend of May the 4th and all of that stuff. And if you are going to Celebration, make sure you get your tickets, and if you don't, we'll make sure you hear tons of stuff about it. So thank you everyone, and have a
Good night.
wonderful May the Force be with you.
With you.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.